Well, here we are once again. Pokemon tier list. We're on to Hoenn today. Generation 3. We're talking Ruby, we're talking Sapphire, we're talking Emerald, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. I think that's all the Gen 3 games I got covered. And yeah, so the games I've played of this generation, I've played Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Love those games. Those games are amazing. I've played. I made a Let's Play of Emerald a couple years ago on this channel, back like 2015, 2014, something like that. And my confession for that is that I totally rare candied between every episode because I did not feel like grinding. Um, but I was dumb in grade 8, and that was over 10 years ago, or probably around 10 years ago. So I don't really care. I think it's pretty funny that grade 8 me was like, I'm not leveling, I'm not grinding. I just rare canned everything, where I had so much time, I could have easily just grinded, but that's besides the point. And I have dabbled in Sapphire. My brother has the GBA cartridge for Sapphire. He also had a GBA cartridge of Emerald, which was one of his like big games growing up. But I think he lost it, or he doesn't really know where it is now. But so yeah, Hoenn's been like a somewhat larger part of my Pokemon career growing up. My brother always really liked Hoenn. I think it's probably his favorite generation. It is admittedly also one of mine. Now looking at the tier list, I think Hoenn is the first generation where I absolutely love all of the starters. I think Generation 1 I wasn't the biggest on Charmander. In Generation 2, Chikorita's not as universally loved. And like I never really used a Totodile. But let me tell you, I have used every single one of these starters at some point before. Every single starter, we got Trico, you got your Torchic, and you got your Mudkip. They're all S tier. Every starter of Hoenn is fantastic. And the second evolution. Second Evos never has been as big of, but like I love Grovyle. Grovyle's sick. Then Combusken gets an A tier, and then how could you hate Marshtomp? He's so cool. And then the final Evos once again get all S tier. Yeah. You got your Sceptile, you got your Blaziken, you got your Swampert. Like, but I do like Combusken. I don't know if I love Combusken. I like him. I think he's pretty cool. But I don't think I love him enough to be S tier. But like these guys are all fantastic. They're all great. Like you really cannot go wrong with any of these starters. They all have a good place in the game. They're all great. It is a little unfortunate that both Torchic and Mudkip pick up a second type by their final Evos. Like Blaziken gets fighting and Swampert gets to ground. But Trico's kind of just stuck with just Mono Grass. But he can learn some really good moves. Like I think you can learn Leaf Blade, which is a fantastic move. Really great move. Leaf Blade is amazing for Sceptile. Yeah, moving on. We got Poochyena and Mightyena. I think Poochyena, never really been a fan of these guys. I think they're like okay. I think Mightyena also gets like an okay. I think Poochyena's kind of cute. I think Mightyena might actually go meh. He's not really doing much for me, in all honesty. Zigzagoon is funny, so Zigzagoon does go in good. Linoon, I don't really like how Linoon looks. He looks almost like too smooth, considering how ragged Zigzagoon looks. I think Linoon's gonna get a meh. Not doing much for me. Wurmple is like, okay. Silcoon is like meh. Butterfree? Wait. No, this is Beautyfly. Butterfree is Gen 1. Beautyfly. Let me Google that. I just want to fact check myself. Beautifly. I want to make sure I'm not fumbling the bag. Okay, this is Beautifly. Okay, good. That's exactly what I thought. Beautifly. Beautifly goes in, I guess, I give it probably a B tier. Once again, as for previous videos, I still don't really like bug type. Not a big fan. Beautifly is kind of cool. Silcoon gets like a D. Cascoon also gets a D. Dustox, I don't think he's quite disgusting, but he is bad. I kind of hate how Dustox looks. Yeah, he just looks kind of ugly. Yeah, don't worry. I will fill in F tier soon. Maybe not soon, but at some point later on, F tier will have a new inhabitant. Lotad's S tier. He's so funny. He's just like a platypus with a lily pad on his head. Really can't go wrong. Lombre does look a little dopey. I think Lombre's like good. And then Ludicolo is, I don't think Ludicolo, is he S? He's pretty great. I think he goes in great. I don't think Ludicolo quite wins me over for S tier. Though he is cool. Like, I don't know if I would ever use Ludicolo in a party. Like, Lotad's really funny. I think I'll put Ludicolo in A. I do really like Ludicolo. I think he's cool. C dot's S tier. You're gonna see my grass type liking a little bit here because I really like grass types and these guys are sick. Nuzleaf is pretty great. I also think Shiftry is also pretty good. Shiftry's cool. It's always weird to me with Shiftry that he's actually really short. Like, if I Google Shiftry, he's only 1.3 meters. He's like 4 feet tall. Shiftry is just a little guy. You can like pat him on the head. Yeah, Shiftry's funny, but he's mean. And I like that he picks up dark type. I think that's cool. I think that's the original grass and dark type. Let me just think about it so I'm not talking on my ass here. I think so. I think grass and dark first time it showed up with Shiftry. Tailo is good. I think Tailo Swallow is like just one of the most average birds. Like they're both good, but I don't think they're peak. Though I do like using Swallow. I've used Swallow in a party, I think twice maybe. I did actually like using Swallow. He's pretty good. Wingull is good. I think Pelipper is just okay. Like Wingull is pretty iconic. I forget what the one. There's the one person in Gen 3. You like go to the bird and this old guy has a Wingull and he's who takes you to the 3rd generation town. I'm totally blanking on the name, but you fight Brawly there at the fighting gym. And he has a little Wingull that I don't remember the name of. Yeah. And then Pelipper, I don't know. I think Pelipper is one of the Pokemon that uses like the swallow and like spit up and like stockpile setups. Never done much for me. I don't really care about that much at all, honestly. It's just, yeah, it's pretty... I don't find the setup very interesting. Never released Pelipper. Maybe I could in a party one day, but I don't know. It also has 4 times weakness to light electric, which Pokemon just kind of randomly have electric type attacks sometimes. So I think I'm just gonna keep it in C tier. Not quite. Don't hate it. Don't love it though. Ralts. Where does Ralts go? I think Ralts is good. I think Curly is also good. And I think Gardevoir might have to go S tier. Gardevoir was already a beast in Gen 3. And then you go to Gen 6 and you give her Fairy type. Gardevoir is crazy good. I'm going to have a lot of S tiers in here. I like Hoenn. I think Hoenn's pretty great. I have a lot of Pokemon I really like in Hoenn. Yeah, Gardevoir is really great. It's perfect, honestly. Like, learning Psychic and Moonblast in the newer games is crazy. And like, Gardevoir also has a lot of good mood flexibility as well. And they did the same thing where Ralts is kind of useless until you evolve it to Kirlia. But I don't know, Ralts feels like it gets out of that stage sooner. You can evolve it to Kirlia sooner, it feels like to me. I could be just completely wrong. That's what it feels like to me. But, yeah. Moving on, Surskit. Surskit's okay. I think Masquerain gets a meh. Actually, maybe I'll put it okay. I actually think its design is cool, but I would absolutely never use this in a party. Like, guarantee you will never see me run a Masquerain. Unless I'm, like, dared to. Someone dares me to do it. Either someone dares me, or I'm specifically doing a challenge run where I pick inferior Pokemon. Just to show that, yeah, I can do this, even with bad Pokemon. But it's not, like, it's just not great. It's just okay, honestly. It might be meh. I don't really know its stats distribution super well. But it's not doing much for me. One Pokemon I thought always did do something for me was Shroomish. I think Shroomish is really funny looking, so he's gonna go at A. Breloom. I used to really like Breloom, and then I used it in my Alpha Sapphire party, and this thing just could not stay alive. Maybe I just built it wrong and didn't give it the right moves or anything, but I don't know. My Breloom just could not stay alive. And like, it also had the 4 times weakness to flying. And Pokemon just randomly had Aerial Ace in this gen. Like, I think the Dark-type Elite Four, that I'm blanking on his name right now, he just had random Pokemon that knew Aerial Ace, and I just kept getting swept because I'm like, oh, Dark-type. He's got Fighting, Sky Uppercut, easy. No, Breloom kind of sucks a little bit. Like, I still like it. I think it's going to go in good, but I don't think it's great. I do still like Breloom. I think it's kind of cool that it goes from this little shrub into a bit of a brawler, but yeah, it's not my favorite grass fighting type. I think there's other ones I like later. Slacking is like okay. I think Slacking actually might be good. Sorry, Slackoth. Jeez. This is Slackoth. I was wrong. My bad. This is Slackoth. Slackoth, I think, is funny and he looks cool, so he gets a good. He is kind of just basically a sloth Pokemon. Like, it's pretty unimaginative, but so that's why he's not higher. Vigoroth is like the angry version, but he's like also white. I don't know why they changed how he looks. But then, sorry, this is Slacking. Slacking is a classic beast bulk normal type Pokemon. He's gonna go in good. I actually would not mind trying Slacking. He just has the ability that makes him really slow. Yeah, I like how Norman, your dad, actually, in Gen 5, jeez, Gym 5, Gen 3. I like that he has a slacking. I think that's fun. Nincada is pretty meh. I think Ninjask is good. I think that's kind of cool. And I like the idea of Shedinja, but I don't think I'd run in a party. Plus, it's also bug type, so like, meh. I think it's okay. But Ninjask is kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say. Nincada's just kind of like a bug. Yeah, just a bug. Whismer's like okay. I think Loudred's also okay. I think Exploud is good. I like the idea of Exploud. Is he actually good? I don't know. But like, he's like the poster child of hyper voice and all those voice moves. Because he just goes, ah! And just shouts at you. That's all he does. That's Exploud. So I think he's good, but I don't know about much higher than that. Makuhita is great, and Hariyama I think is also great. I really like these guys. They're just so simple. Like Makuhita, you can very clearly tell what they're going for. It's like human-ish, but it's not too humanoid, where it's like, that just looks like a human. This does not look like, this looks like a Pokemon, unambiguously a Pokemon. And then Hariyama is just cool. Hariyama can learn fucking Surf. That's awesome. I don't know why they gave him that, but he can learn Surf. And I think that's pretty iconic of him. Yeah, I like Hariyama. And he's got the classic fake out. It's the easy, get rid of sturdies, easy first turn flinch. Classic. Azuril's like, my girlfriend's gonna hate this because she probably thinks Azuril's really cute, but I think Azuril's pretty meh. It's just like a baby. That's all it is. It's just defined by the fact that it's a baby. It doesn't stand on its own in any way, shape, or form. It's just a baby. So Azurill is like, man. I think before the retyping of Fairy, it used to be half normal. Why? Why was it normal type? That's just so random. So, it's gonna do nothing for me. Nosepass. Nosepass is kind of cool, and I actually would like to use Probopass someday. I think Nosepass is kind of cool. I think I'm gonna put him in good. He also looks funny. He's just like a stone, but he's like magnetic. He's got magnetism and stuff. I think Nosepass looks pretty cool, and he's also got a fat ass nose. I think that's really funny. They even made the nose red just to really stand out. But that's his name, Nosepass. That's his distinguishing feature. It's very, yeah. But no, Nosepass is cool. No quarrels with Nosepass. I just don't think he's peak. I think he's great, but he's not peak. Skitty. Skitty's like, okay. Delcatty's also okay. Really have no feelings for any of these Pokemon, honestly. It's not, yeah, there's nothing really I'm feeling here. I see Skitty and I see Delcat, and I actually feel nothing. So yeah, they're gonna go in okay. I don't think they're meh, because they're kind of... Oh, sorry, Delcat is actually going meh. Skitty's at least kind of cute. Delcatty's just like, whatever, bro. Actually, just whatever. Sableye, yeah, like he's kind of cool. But he's gonna be pretty meh to me. Not really doing much for me. He's like fine. I like his Mega, how it's just a massive ass crystal that he just stands behind. I think that's kind of funny, but I don't know. I never really liked Sableye. Same with Mawile. I think Mawile's a little better. It's kind of cool that it's like kind of a nice little petite Pokemon, but then its hair is this massive jaw. That's at least interesting. So it's gonna go in okay for that reason. Aron. Aron is great. Laron's good. And then Aggron, oh, it's Aggron S. I really do like Aggron. I think Aggron's pretty nutty. It's gonna go to S. I really do like Aggron. I think Aggron's pretty fucking sweet. Rock and Steel. He's got good defense. He's learned some really strong moves. I can learn his Rock Slides. His Iron Head. He could probably learn Heavy Slam in the newer games. I don't remember when Gen Heavy Slam came out, but he's got the weight to make Heavy Slam work. Yeah, I really like Aggron. I think he's pretty sick. Meditite, I think his Meditite's okay. And I think Medicham is good. Medicham's a Pokemon I would actually consider using in a party. I think I was about to with one game, and then I decided not to. I don't remember what game it was, but there was one game where I was like, oh, should I use Medicham? I think it was my Shining Pearl party. I decided against it. I don't know. I changed my mind for something else. But also, Medicham is immediately in the following generation outclassed by another Psychic and Fighting type. And you might be able to guess what it is. It comes from Ralt, I can tell you that. and it's immediately outclassed by one that just becomes S tier. I think that's why I was gonna use Medicham in a Sinnoh game, because Medicham also is in Sinnoh. But then I was like, I could just use Gallade, and Gallade's cooler. So I think that's what I decided. But no, I actually do like Medicham. I think Medicham's pretty cool. Electrike, that's this guy's name, right? The fact that I had to look up his name kind of gives you a hint that it's gonna go in meh. And Manectrike, I don't know, man. He's gonna also go in meh. He's not quite bad, but he's just forgettable. Hustle and Minun. What the fuck is with these guys? They're going to go both bad. I don't care if they're cute. It's just dumb. I think they added these guys just so they can have double battles, because I think double battles were added in Hoenn, but man, I don't give a shit about Plusle and Minun at all. Never done anything for me. They're pretty dumb. They're like specifically made just to be gimmick Pokemon. Honestly, same with Volbeat and Illumis. No. Just no. Don't give a shit about these guys at all. They're not disgusting. There's a different Pokemon that is disgusting. My eyes right now are looking at him. You don't know that, but my eyes are looking right at him. But it does go in bad. Roselia. See, Roselia is a really weird case because Roselia in Gen 3 was a single Pokemon. It did not have any pre or post evolutions. But then you get to Gen 4 and they added Bidoof and they added Roserade. It's really strange to me that they made a Roselia and they're like, wait, a couple years later, we should give it different evolutions. And that's really strange to me. But like Roselia by herself, it's gonna go meh. Roserade, I actually would use Roserade in a party, but we're not talking about Roserade. We're talking about just Roselia by itself, and it's meh. It's just like, yeah, this is nothing. There's nothing. It's got no sauce. Gulpin is funny though. Gulpin's gonna go good. Swalot, he's not quite as funny. I don't know if he's good. No, I'll put him in good. I was trying to debate if he'd go in okay. I was trying to debate if he'd go in okay, but no, I'll put him in good. Carvanha is like okay. No, I think Carvanha's good. I think Sharpedo is great though. I really like Sharpedo. I think he's pretty sweet. Good water and dark type. Yeah, I like Sharpedo quite a bit. I think he's pretty cool. Wailmer. Ooh, how do you even rate Wailmer? I think Wailmer's good. Wailord is a meme, but is he great? He is a great meme. That's why I'm conflicted. Like, he's... no, I gotta vote Wailord in great. He's gotta go in great. I'm not gonna lie. He's gotta go in great. Nummel. I think Nummel's, like, good. I think Camerupt goes in great. I really like Camerupt. He's been Alpha Sapphire. Yeah. I like Camerupt. He's pretty sweet. And he gave him a Mega. He got a Mega. Really can't complain about Camerupt. He's pretty cool. I like Camerupt a lot. I think he's a very cool Pokemon. Torkoal. Yeah, I was confusing with Macargo, but Torkoal, I don't know, man. He's just okay. He's like a mono fire type. Like, mono fire? The only mono fire type I'd use is Typhlosion, but he's not doing much for me. He's like fine. He's just like a smoky turtle. But like, there's other turtle Pokemon that have been better. AKA Big Man Blastoise. Like, you cannot go wrong with Big Man Blastoise. Spoink. I think Spoink is great because Spoink is really cute. Grumpig loses it a little bit for me. Grumpig loses the plot. It's gonna go okay. I don't even know what type Grumpig is. I know it's Psychic. Is it like Psychic and Ground or is it just Mono Psychic? Yeah, Mono Psychic. Not really loving Grumpig. Though, to be fair, I don't really know much about what its setup would be. I don't know if it's like physical strong. Oh wait, I'm looking at it right now. Good special defense stat. I could see that. Spinda is a gimmick Pokemon. It gets a meh. Fucking Spinda. I don't care about Spinda at all. Is that a Pokemon Go Sprite? No, it's the Sugimori. Okay, it looked like Pokemon Go from a distance. It looked kind of too clean. But okay. Trapinch is great. Vibrava is also great. And Flagon does get S tier. One of my friends from university, if he happens to see this, he's going to be so happy right now. You know who you are. But no, Flagon is cool. Actually, I've used Flagon at a party before. In, not this game, but I think in Black 2. I really like Flagon. He's pretty sick. He does have the 4x weakness to Ice. But Ice is not the most common type. So I feel like I can get away with it a little bit. Other Pokemon where it's like Electric type can kind of show up a little more often. Same with something like Flying. Flying's a little dangerous because Flying, a lot of Pokemon kind of just randomly learn a Flying type move. Or something common like there's a decent amount of Pokemon that can learn like a water type or even like Earthquake. There's a lot of big Pokemon that aren't even Grav type that can learn Earthquake. Things like that. But I don't know. Ice type is not the most common, so Flygon's a little safer despite having the 4 times weakness. Even with Aggron. Aggron's got the bulk to make up with Fighting type. But yeah. No, Flygon's sick. I wonder if I got a full row of S here. I might have a full row of S at the end. Cacnea is like okay. Same with Nocturne. Wait, his name's Nocturne, right? Am I thinking of the Castlevania anyway? Okay. It is Nocturne. Just trying to make sure I wasn't confusing with Castlevania. Nocturne is also okay. Pretty in the middle about these guys. Not much to say. Swablu is good and Altaria is great. Altaria is really cool. It's like, Swablu's pretty bad, but Altaria is really cool. And it does pick up Dragon and Flying, so it does have the 4 times Ice weakness, so I would not use both of these in a party at the same time. But, I don't know, I really like Altaria. Altaria is it's just like a simple, cool Pokemon. Like, it's got the cloud, like, surrounding on him. I don't know, I feel like you can't really go wrong. Wait a second. Wait, Nocturne... Wait, this is League of Legends. Hold up. Nocturne Pokemon. Oh, did I fumble the bag? Wait. Cacnea. Oh! My god, it's Cacturne! Not Nocturne. I saw Nocturne counters and it's fucking League of Legends. Cacturne. Oh my god, Cacturne. Jesus. How did I forget that? I immediately was thinking of Castlevania Nocturne, which I haven't even watched yet. I'm still watching the first show. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Whoever likes Cacturne, I just totally disrespected you. Absolute disrespect. My fault. That's on me. It's Cacturne, not Nocturne. I'm so wrong. People don't type in the comments yet. I hope people watch a little further. I'll put a blurb on the screen saying that I corrected it, but shit, it's Cacturne. Cacturne. That's why this Pokemon's just okay. I forgot its fucking name. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay. Cacturne. It's Cacnea and Cacturne. That makes way more sense. And yeah, Altaria. I really like Altaria. Swablu is good, but it does suck big balls. It's not very good at all. Zangoose and Seviper are just both bad. I have no feelings toward these guys at all. Like, literally nothing. But it's not like Spindo or like Electric Manectric, where I have, and like Roselia, where I have no feelings towards them. I also just think they're kind of stupid. 1, they don't do anything for me, and 2, I don't like them anyways. Yeah, I have like an active like dislike towards all of these Pokemon. Basically any Pokemon where they just kind of made up a random pair just so they could fill in a double battle quota. So they have, oh, look at all these Pokemon that are made for double battles. That's just weird. Solrock and Lunatone. Do I feel the same way? I think they're at least kind of interesting. I'm going to put them in D tier. These guys are also based on the Sun and the Moon, very, very fucking obviously. And I literally have a degree in astrophysics, and I'm going back to school in the fall to get another degree, a master's of science in astrophysics. So yeah, I like the Sun and the Moon. I like that space theming. Barboach and Whiscash. Barboach is okay. Whiscash is good. I would use Whiscash in a party, actually. I would consider doing that. Corphish is pretty... he's okay. I think Crawdont is kind of cool. He does have to compete with Sharpedo in the Water and Dark department. I think Crawdont is good. I like that. In Gen 1, I complained that Corphish, or like one Evo to the next Evo, was just like the same guy but angrier. And Crawdon at least has some evolution to his design. He's a little darker. He has like a crown. He's got these blue markings on him now. He's a little more interesting. So I think Crawdon's kind of cool. Baltoy is like okay. I think Claydol is good. I also would consider using Claydol in a party. I think Psychic Ground is a pretty decent typing. It's got some fairly alright coverage. Yeah, no, I think I do like this. I like this typing. I think it's alright. Lileep is okay. I think Cradily is also kind of okay. Cradily, even though it is the first fossil Pokemon to be grass type, I don't know. Cradily is like kind of weird. Anorith is good. Armaldo is also good. He's bug type, so he's not quite great. I don't think I have any bug types in great. Nah, you're not gonna see that. You're not gonna see it. But no, Armaldo is cool. He's pretty cool looking. I don't like his typing at all. But he is very cool looking. Yeah, Armaldo is a really interesting design. Feebas is a shit-ass Pokemon, and his only saving grace is that he evolves into Milotic. Another confession is that I've never used a Milotic in a party before. So I don't really know how to rate it, but I know it's a very good Pokemon. It's very bulky. I think I'm going to put it in good. Definitely, this is a Pokemon that could move up or down if I used it in a party. Probably not going to move down. It could move up. But also, I don't know. Milotic's cool, but it's never been like the, oh, shit, I gotta use Milotic. It's never like one move where I feel like I instantly need to use that Pokemon in a party. Like some other Pokemon where I'm like, I can't believe I've never used this in a party before. Milotic's like, I feel like I should one day. But if I didn't, I would never be like, oh man, I can't believe I've never used Milotic. What was I doing with my life? So Milotic is good. Feebas is meh. He looks dumb. That's the only reason why Feebas is in meh instead of bad. Is that he looks just stupid. Like, he looks like he doesn't want to be here. He has no idea what's going on. And I think that's hilarious. Yeah, he's just an ugly Pokemon. And his lips are, like, kind of too realistic. I never really noticed that. But he evolves into fucking Milotic. Just nuts. So, yeah, Feebas is meh. He's not bad. He's close to it. He is close, but he's not bad. I'm not going to rate all the cast forms. I'm going to kind of group them all together in just normal cast form. I think cast form is something I would never use, and for that reason he's gonna go in C tier, but he is kind of cool that he changes based on the weather. I think that's interesting, but I would never use cast form, like, ever. Yeah, maybe he's good. I'm gonna put him in good, actually. Like, he is kind of cute, and I do this there's a little bit of sauce going on here. There's a little bit of flavor. Yeah, cast form's kind of cool. I don't mind cast form. I kind of like cast form, but I don't think I'd use him in a party, which is, I know I kind of said that about Cradilly, but Cradilly, I like Castform's design more. Cradilly's just like a, I don't even know how to describe what he looks like. He's like a Venus flytrap kind of, but like not really. I don't know how to describe Cradilly. Maybe he could move up or down, but maybe he is good. I think I might move Cradilly up. I'm thinking long and hard about this. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move Cradilly up. I'm gonna put him up in good. Why not? He's kind of cool. I think I'm okay with this. He's not great, definitely not. I cannot put him any higher than good. Oh, he has little nubs. He's little nubs at the bottom. That's kind of funny. Okay, yeah, he's good. He's good. He is good. Cast form also in good. Kecleon, bad. Yeah, the bad and F tier are like, no one's favorite Pokemon are any of these guys. Like, no one's favorite Pokemon are plus or minus. If you are, or if your Pokemon's favorite Pokemon is plus or minus, I want to have a talk with you. I need to ask seriously, like, why? Because I don't get it. I don't see the vision. Same with Volbeat or Illumise. These are, like, the most forgettable Pokemon ever. Just, like, nothing. And they're bug type. Ugh. Ugh. Get them out of here. I think some people do like Zangoose and Seviper. I think I can admit that that's more of a personal preference, but still. I don't think anyone's favorite Pokemon, like, favorite of all time, is Zangoose or Seviper. And Kecleon is fucking Kecleon. Shuppet. Shuppet's okay. Bandit is a little bit of a looking freak, but I think Bandit's kind of cool. I also like ghost types. I need a Bandit a B tier. Duskull. I think Duskull's good, and I think Dusclops, he's also another kind of freak looking guy, but I think Dusclops is a very cool Pokemon. I like Dusclops a lot. He's not quite S, but I like Dusclops. Tropius is like meh. I don't really have much to say. It's just fucking Tropius. Chimecho by himself before Chingling even came out. Chimecho, I think, is meh. Not gonna use Chimecho. Absol, I'm not quite as enamored by Absol as other people are. A lot of people really like Absol. I think he's like okay. It's these mono Evo Pokemon don't do much for me. Yeah, as you can, these are all like mono guys. Mono evolution. Not doing anything for me. Yeah, I think Absol's good. Like, he is very cool looking, but I don't think he's like peak. Snorunt is good. Glalie kind of scary looking. Actually, maybe Snorunt's great. He's pretty funny. He's a bit of a cone. I think I'll put Snorunt in great. And then Glalie is like evil looking. Glalie looks like he's like ready to fuck your shit up. He's like a guard dog that's like been itching to bite someone. Yeah, Glalie's okay. Why not? I don't know. He's okay. I don't know, man. Why not? It's just a forgettable Pokemon. The only thing I remember about Why Not is that he's a pre-evolution of Wobbuffet. Only thing I remember. You'd never see him in my party. Like, he's kind of funny looking, so that saves him. But that's it. All right, Spheal. Spheal is great. Celio is good, and Walrein. I really do like Walrein. Walrein's really cool. I don't know if he's S. He's at least A. I don't know if he's S though. Is he S? I think it might be. I like Walrein. Walrein's cool. Yeah, Walrein's gonna get S tier. I really like Walrein. I think Walrein's really cool. Yeah, like Hoenn has a lot of cool final evos. It's just this is just doing it's moving things for me. This is called motion, guys. Clam Pearl. It's like meh. Finally, we can fill in the F tier. Huntail is disgusting. This is what I'm saying. Like, no one's favorite Pokemon is this piece of shit. No one. I don't even have to talk to anyone. I know no one's favorite Pokemon is Huntail. Like, ugh, just nothing. Mono Water too. Like, he's just gross. I don't know anything about him. I don't want to know anything about him. I want no association with Huntail other than I think he's a dog ass. And the fact that I don't want any association with him. That's how I want to be associated with him. Is I don't want to be. Huntail, garbage. Disgusting. Throw up tier. Gorybus is like, I don't fucking know, bad. Who's using Gorybus in a party? Hey, what just a random Pokemon? They just needed guys to fill in the ocean area. Just get this shit out of here. Love Disc is kind of funny. I think Love Disc is okay because it looks a little funny and it's like a heart shape. Also, his name is literally Love Disc. It's a disc of love. Like, they were cooking at Nintendo of America or whatever the translation team that was doing translating these guys from Japanese to English. They were cooking something. Relicanth is also okay. The only thing I know about Relicanth is that you use it to get the Reggies. And that's all I really care about. So yeah, Relicanth is pretty whatever. Bagon is great. Shelgon is good. Salamence might be S. Salamence is like another peak dragon type. Yeah, he gets S. Salamence is fucking sick. I rock with Salamence. He's super cool. Very cool Pokemon. Dragon flying. I love also the evolution chain in the lore behind how Bagon really wants to fly. Then you become Shelgon and he gets all armored. And then eventually he breaks out of his shell and he grows his wings. And when you evolve Shelgon to Salamence, the first thing is you see is that Salamence wants to learn fly. And that's peak. That's peak to me. I love it. It's awesome. It's gonna go in S tier for something like that. Beldum is like okay. Metang's good. Metagross is great. Metagross, another Pokemon I don't know why I've never used in a party before. Oh, is it S tier though? I've never used Metagross in a party. So I think I'm gonna put him in A. But he could move up if I use him in a party. Like if you give him stuff like Meteor Mash and like I can't think of anything else, but like Meteor Mash is one of the classic moves you give to Metagross. Metagross is very cool. Now we're getting into the legendaries. Okay. The Reggies are really funny. The Reggies are a very cool trio of guys, of legendaries. I do like the Reggies a lot. I think Regirock is going to go great. Honestly, all the Reggies are going to go great. I do like all the Reggies. I don't think any of them are S tier, except for maybe Gigas. I think Gigas might go S tier later, but in terms of the 3 original Reggies, I really like them. I really don't have any issues with them. The Reggies are very cool. I like all the Reggies. Regirock is cool. Regice is cool. Registeel also cool. They're all great. They're not perfect, but they're all great. Yeah. Latios is like good. Latios and Latios are kind of both good. They're like the same thing to me. Kyogre's S. Groudon's A. I like Kyogre more, but Groudon's very cool. Groudon is sick. Is Groudon monotype? I always forget. I can't remember if Groudon is fire as well. No, I think he's just ground type. Yeah, he's just ground type. Same with Kyogre being just water type. But then, yeah, but he can learn like Eruption and he can learn some fire type moves. Same with Kyogre, how he can learn some ice type moves. So even though it's mono, it's got some move flexibility in other types. I can't complain too much. Kyogre is also just sick. Like Kyogre is such a cool Pokemon. This looks like a legendary. Same with Groudon. Like they look like legendary Pokemon. Like it's just a perfectly designed Pokemon. I just think Kyogre's a bit cooler. I think Groudon is not peak, but he's very, very close to it. So he's going to go in great. He's at least great. It's honestly personal preference. Like, if you put Groudon in S, Kyogre in A, or if you put them both in S or both in A, I could agree. I just feel a little differently. But, like, yeah, it's really up to personal preference. You can really put them in either spot. And I could see it totally. If you don't like them, that's wrong. That's weird. That might be something wrong. If you put them in either spot, I think it's completely justified. I'm not rating the primal versions. Rayquaza is also S tier. Rayquaza is fucking sweet. Yeah, Rayquaza, what's there more to say? He broke the Gen 6 meta when he got a Mega. Because Mega Rayquaza was so busted. I think that's so funny. Yeah, like you really, and he also did not need an item. That's so fucking crazy. We're not talking about megas, but no, Rayquaza is very cool. In terms of like, this is the first game that I had like the third legendary. Like your Rayquazas, your Giratinas, your Kyurem, your Zygarde, your Necrozma. Either way. Moving on. Yeah, who did I just rate? Yeah, Rayquaza. Rayquaza is S tier. You can fight me on that. Jirachi, it's a mythical Pokemon. It's very cute though, and it's Steel, which it doesn't look like a Jirachi would be Steel type, but it is. I also remember the one Pokemon movie that had Jirachi in it. I remember that movie being pretty peak. Jirachi is very cute. I don't think it's S quite because the fact that it is a mythical Pokemon, I feel like I can never grow like attached to it, and that hurts it. Like if you could do something and do like a quest in game to find Jirachi and eventually catch Jirachi, I think I'd like it way more. But mythical Pokemons, I can't quite fall in love with them for reasons. Yeah, it's just not the same. All right, the final Pokemon, Deoxys. So your multiple forms. You got your attack form, you got your defensive form, you got your speed form, and then this is normal. So I'll put normal down. Deoxys is like kind of cool. I remember he's one of like the OG like mysterious like weird Pokemon. Growing up, there were always Pokemon that I remember hearing about, but obviously they weren't really in the games. Like I remember I grew up playing Diamond Pearl Platinum. You never just ran into Deoxys in those games. It was always some event or something, had to get it traded from someone else that traded it up from the GBA games. So Deoxys is always this like weird Pokemon that I never saw. And I only ever just heard people talk about it. Same with like Arceus. He has that like blanket of mystery around him that he's just a weird guy. And I think for things like that, once again, like another guy that I can't really grow attached to, I think he's gonna go good. Yeah, I don't think I have much more to say about Deoxys. He is very cool. How he kind of looks like DNA. I think. I don't know. I haven't taken biology. I know nothing about physics. I know lots of physics, but not very much because Dunning-Kruger effect be damned. Yeah, I don't have much to say about Deoxys. He is very cool, and like he has the different forms. I think you've interacted with specific meteors, it changes his form or something. He's okay. He's fine. Deoxys is pretty whatever. He's good, but he's not like bad or anything. He's not great, but he's not like okay or bad. I think he's just good. Yeah. So I think that is going to conclude the tier list. Hopefully this template did not miss any, guys. I did not check. Thank you guys all for watching the Hoenn tier list. Let me know what your favorite Hoenn guys are. I don't think I'm going to have too many controversial takes. Maybe some guys that are like, oh, how is he not S tier? Kind of thing. But I think I have a pretty decent tier list. Maybe some people like some of these guys a little bit. But as for me, this is where I'm at. Only one F tier this time. I think we made it. We made it with only one F tier. So far we have 2 F tiers. We have Parasect and we have Huntail. I don't know if we have any F tiers in Gen 4, but Gen 4 is my favorite generation, so it's very possible. We will see. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you next time for Sinnoh.